Good afternoon, love, and good afternoon, light, illuminators and way showers. Thank you for being with me today as we share this clearing, healing, and blessing moment as we explore and express the infinite languages of lights. So I thank you today for being with me as we heal and clear and clarify and transform on this amazing energetic day once again of the 11/11 portal on this second day of September, 9/2/2018. So we've got that 9 into 11 energy, and of course we've got the 2018 equaling 11, and today's date completely equals 13, the day of transformation, and the number 4, angelic energy. So I was guided. I've got my Palo Santo here, and I was shuffling the cards. I was clearing and cleansing the space. I was being guided to colors today, and I lit my Palo Santo from my sacred Archangel candle today. So I was guided to actually light it from that to give us some really extra blessings and healings today. And not that every day isn't extraordinary, but today felt I was enveloped in this light green energy, this healing heart chakra energy and expansion, transformation. And I was marveling, actually, as my guides reminded me about the synchronicities and all of these as energy, as our thoughts flow and as our thoughts go, our energy flows to where those thoughts go. And I've been tremendously, I'm always so excited. It's like I never get tired of the synchronicities, even though I know that's the rule. And so I was just marveling at the synchronicities the last few days, and especially with the numbers, and how in the last 3 days, every single number of the date, I've pulled the card with the responding equal of the number that day. So I found that kind of pretty interesting and a lot of fun. And so today was all about green energy. Today's cup of inspiration truly is about the realizations and how it prepares us for transformation. Every single time that you tune in to one of these kind of videos, if you go into meditation, if you open yourself to intentional meditation, the synchronicities will abound in your life, and you will be in constant joy and surprise. Excuse me for my throat. So today I've got my my tea chino today, and some water, of course. So I've got my I'm a double-fisted cup of inspiration today. So did lots of talking yesterday and had a lot of fun. So thank you again, all of you, for all of your well wishes. And as we continue our holiday weekend here, and yet I have to say that every single day that you do what you're in bliss to do, what you're excited to do, what makes you really happy to put your feet on the floor every day can feel like a vacation, like a holiday, like a weekend, whatever that vacation means to you. And so even today I was preparing my tea chino and some waffles, and my girlfriend sends me over a picture, and she's got a tall glass, and she's got a little message on here that says, "And this is not waffles." And I'm like, and I'm standing at the making waffles and the tea chino, of which she actually turned me on to. So funny how when we allow ourselves to be open to the possibilities and the synchronicities, how they all of a sudden just flood into our awareness. So thank you for being with me once again as we take a nice deep breath and enjoy this beautiful green healing energy, the energy of nature, the energy of the grass, the trees, the plants, the color of our heart chakras. And so I've got the kind of that teal kind of green, soft energy going on. So it's that powerful but soft love. And thank you. Thank you, all of you, for being with me in this way and this now, as you have opened yourself up every single time to healing, to giving your guides. You're giving permission to your guides to say, I'm ready for more. I'm ready to explore more. I'm ready to expand more. I'm ready to prepare myself for a new realization that I may transform. So once again, if you're not already familiar with these or my channel, thank you so much for being with me today again and again. Or if this is your first time, these are the sacred circuitries, sacred circuits that were sent to us through Bashar. And so today is 11/11 energy. So I've got our real eyes here, and these are from Sirius. And so as we open ourselves up to this higher heart energy, we are opening that Sirius portal of unconditional loving energy to pour into the earth. And as we do this intentionally every day to ask ourselves, what do we need? We invite healing on every level to every now of every aspect of every fractal that we are. When we heal this moment, when we raise our vibrations in this moment, we are literally sending that information out to every one of our fractals who are also sharing in this experience with you, with me in this now. And in my meditations today, I was, if only I could, it's like a dream. It's like trying to describe to you, or like when you try to wake up and describe a dream, even to yourself, you try to remember it. And you try to make sense of it. And so for me, trying to explain some of the things I experience or hear, or the entities or information I receive or meet, is so difficult to transcribe into words. And so I find myself wanting to tell the story in light languages. And so for me, part of when I'm speaking light languages, I truly believe is me telling these stories of our souls, of how we're connected, you and me, and how I'm connected to all of my fractals, and how each of us, because of the fact that everything's connected to absolutely everything, that allows us to transform together and allows us to connect and then continue our transformation process. And every time we do that, we allow for greater information, a greater capacity to use our brain functionality to open out more and more of what we are here, that we're capable of. And again, you know, it's not that we're only using a small percentage of our brains. We're so powerful that we're using 100% of our brains to only experience using 1%. This is what the transformational energy does to us. It allows us to accept the fact that you exist and always will exist, that you never, ever, ever stop existing. You're always transforming. You're always realizing, you're always transforming. And these symbols that I've drawn, and again, I don't even think I dated this one, and yet I was guided to this one today, because as each and every one of you tune into these symbols, these galactic glyphs, these sacred circuitries, that these, when they come to me, sometimes bring me to tears because of the elevation of energy and the heart chakra, the chakra openings, the kundalini happenings, the crown chakra, the dreams that it, what's the word I'm looking for? The dreams that I'm able to have and to experience and remember more of them, happens more and more as I write these, and as I'm allowing these energies from different realms and frequencies and dimensions. It's light languages. Each one of these symbols, for example, could potentially be an entire story. Just like the glyphs and sand and scripts and symbols and hieroglyphs that we've only just really begun to tap the surface of understanding. So I wanted to just open that energy to all of us today, this green energy. I've got my little froggy here. abundance, transformation, reminding ourselves that moment by moment, we always, this is aventuring, we always have the capacity for utter and complete healing, depending on what we believe about ourselves in that moment. And when we change our perspective, we change absolutely everything that happens to us. And so as we remember that absolutely everything's happening right now, that we are not we don't have past lives, that those lives are happening absolutely, positively, simultaneously right now. And we're constantly transferring back and forth information, just like we do in our internet collective consciousness, in little ones and zeros, or however we want to, because even that is not the rule in every single part of creation. So this is just one way that we express the transmission of data, is by ones and zeros. And it's interesting because I think, oh no, that wasn't it. There was one of these that I did that I came across today that actually had the binary, the ones and zeros, written across the sides of it. And so I was guided momentarily to that particular page. So as I share these scripts, now this one's very, I'm feeling a lot of story information in here about, and a lot of throat chakra openings. this one actually I did on November 27th, 2017. So, and it's funny because 27 and 11, 9, 10, 11, that equals 11. So that's kind of funny too. And then 2017 equaled 10. So there we go. We've got 11, 11, and 1 energy. So much like today, right? 9, and then 2, 1, 1, and then today 1, 1. So very interesting how I am guided to this stuff, even right at the spur of the moment, what to share with you. And as I was getting ready to prepare to do the video, and I was meditating and preparing my water and my tea, and shuffling the cards and clearing the space, and I was guided to do the video, and I looked at the clock. It was like I hear psst, you know, and it was 1:11 p.m. So these are the sorts of things that I get really excited to share with you guys. And so when I was guided to share the cards that have the numbers on them, there was some, like all these multi-layered dimensional messages I was receiving about the information about how we're receiving what these downloads are from all of these other realms through, like, even the numbers and these ideas, and how does it resonate with you later after the video, and where does that, I'm getting at that tickly feeling I get in my chakras, my heart chakra and my solar plexus and my throat chakra, where I get really excited. So ni ala senaya ku inaya ila kanahi shanaya. Ooh, 1303. Sorry guys, I'm a little hoarse, so it sounded a little rough there. So okay, oh my gosh, first light. So, oh, where's my glasses? Here they are. Okay. So first light is the first card I pull. So beginning a new cycle. So here we are in the 11-11 energy again, in transformation, preparing ourselves for a new cycle, preparing ourselves to transform. So there we have it, our very first synchronicity. So I was like, okay, what happened to prepare? So I love this one too about prepare, because so it feels to me almost like a satellite, like we're preparing, we're out into these star systems with our antennas spread out wide in anticipation, of preparation for realization after realization, in order for us to begin a new cycle and transform every day. So So that was very fitting today. And today's just such a beautiful day here. It's gorgeous. We're in that in between summer and autumn here, and the smells. Last night I was moon gazing and stargazing, and I got up in the middle of the night once and saw Orion so brightly, and I thought about Mars and Orion and Maldek and what we've all been through as a planet and a civilization, and how we've evolved, and what this all means, and how we are seeing ourselves now as if we're seeing ourselves in a first light every single day, and how exciting that can absolutely be. So how can we, and here's my pendulum, Pasha Rose. How can we send out this transformational energy? So here's my Pasha Rose. So this was gifted to me and handmade by my friend Holly, who also made my symbol over here, which basically is like limitless awakenings, was the meaning behind the symbol. And so we've got our 11 links here, the Council of 11. Walking today in this 11-11 energy, what questions do you have for yourself that you can ask your guides, that you're asking yourself in a healing meditation, in a healing space, even right now? What is it? Reveal to me what on a multidimensional level are my fractals, my pieces of me asking to be healed in addition to me, and where can we send and receive that healing? And I have had roses. I wanted to mention that too, because I've got my rose water somewhere here. I was spritzing rose water, and I was thinking the last couple of days about roses again, and how the rose is one of the only flowers that comes in so many different colors. And we are roses of every rainbow. And it's like the rose, when we give a rose to somebody, right? It's like the epitome of the rose of the flower kingdom, right? And so when I was gifted this, she was actually, Holly was given the name Rose. And when I held it, I held and I heard, I am Pasha Rose. And it was like the rose, the messenger of roses, like the messenger of the rainbow, see, now I'm even getting all tingly. And the very first crystal I ever bought was my rainbow crystal, as I showed you guys already, I think a couple times. So, and, we've got coming out of our shell, you guys have got to remember, you are special. We're all special because of each of us having our individual uniqueness that makes each and every one of us extremely special, because each and everything in creation is absolutely uniquely special. So first light, we've got winter, spring, summer, and fall represented here. All the cycles, all of the seasons. This is our change of seasons, all of us. This year is our change of seasons together. We are going through the cycles like Gaia, right? And walking through these chambers, these portals of love. And as we do that, it's like we open up. It's almost like, if you can visualize, opening up little pieces in the sky and letting new light in, and new love light in that didn't exist here before. Every single time you guys make this intentional decision to expand and awaken and become more aware of who you are. Gee, was that our card? That one sure, it just flew right off the top. Well, let's see which one it is. Okay, igniting courage. I am strong, valiant, and courageous. And what a beautiful card for today about transformation, preparing. There you go. Flying your flag, being courageous, being the rainbow. And I am a Centaurian. I am an 11 month. I'm a Sagittarian, so I'm a Centaur, half man, half horse. And every time I think about the horse and the Pegasus and the and the unicorns, I hear myself saying Shivai, which in Sasani Shikani languages, I am on my spiritual path and nothing is going to stop me. So igniting courage, where it's not that you don't already contain absolutely all the courage and everything that you already need. Where do you need to ignite it in order that we can, and where can we send that out into the ethers to all of the, it's like if you can see yourself as the flower that, you know, I wish I had I'm trying to think of a better analogy, but you know, you send yourself out and you gather all the sunlight and you come back in and you gather it back in and you are the most beautiful rose that there is. And then, and even roses, I think about the seeds and how even they need to be so carefully propagated and nurtured in order to succeed in regeneration. So igniting the courage, the fire within you that you already have, but understanding it's about going with the flow. It's about being soft. It's about that air energy, about when you are flying free, you've got the wind rushing into your hair, into your face. The breeze was blowing really strong today, and I was standing there just absorbing it, smelling all the smells, and remembering last night how beautiful it smelled in the heat of the evening, and but then it began to cool, and the smells and everything was so magical. And even this morning, I'm sitting there enjoying this morning on my front porch, just enjoying my early morning coffee, and just the smells were so magnificent. And then I'm standing there with the breeze, just feeling as if I'm standing at the, you know, the helm of a ship, just feeling so free. And that's how we're supposed to feel right now, is free. And I even got my green cup today. So, okay. Oh. And I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled and shuffled. So I wanted to ask us all just once again to ask yourselves in this now, what is it that you need answers to? What is it you need? What is it that you would like to realize about yourself in preparation for your next transformation, which can happen the moment you decide. Yano kiasa to shanel le hamar korianto so yanko share sete le hanakala koriasate. Hanaya lo akosanaya ha. Nina yalo kunaya hi. Sonaya kayalu silahi. Miyasato Shamera. And once again, I'm seeing butterflies everywhere. We were seeing these most beautiful, beautiful blue butterflies, yellow. The hummingbirds are crazy everywhere. And here we go. Change. Remember, realization is the portal to change. It is the preparation to change. Number 2, 11. Look at the doorways. Movement, choices, decisions. And there we have it. What? Number 2, 11. Today's date is 2. Today's date is 2. Oh my God, you guys. Okay. Today's date is 2. What is that, 4 days in a row? My hairs are standing on end. We've pulled cards together that equal the date. What, 4 days in a row now? Well, we're on a roll, everybody. I don't believe it. My heart chakra is just... By creating the movement, you prepare yourself for the choices and decisions ahead of you. And each one of them is a portal of transformation. And when you really step inside of yourself, when you really, really listen to your heart and your guide, and you see yourself as first light and new every moment, that possibility that every moment you can ignite your courage. We were talking about the candle. I was just reminded about igniting. I was in this igniting mood. I was lighting the Palo Santo. I was lighting the incense. I was lighting the candles. I was feeling this ignition of portal energy. I can't believe. And you guys are my witnesses. I mean, I'm seriously, I mean, I'm a magician, I guess, but I'm not a magician. So this is straight from the heart. I can't, I'm breathless. I'm actually breathless. I don't even know what to say here. I'm Yasato Shabariara Kaliana. Sera sono Kalianta Sanatisha Shana Kalianta Samaniko de Kaliana Kilako Satoshanake. Era Sonatishana Kalianta Saita. So we've had the Sacred Traveler deck, the Psychic Tarot deck, the Gateway deck, and now we're the Conscious Spirit deck. My throat chakra is just so filled, like my heart, my solar plexus and my heart chakra are so filled with love, it's like I can hardly speak. And I think that's one of the reasons why my throat is so scratchy the last few days, is it's not even that I've been talking like necessarily an overly amount, it's that I've got so much emotion and heartfelt emotion, especially when I've been reading your comments. It's like I want to cry just thinking about him. And, you know, I read them and it's like I'm so humbled and so grateful. And the moments that you guys spend with me through these videos, in private moments, in messages, in sessions, I can't thank you enough. If there's anything, all of my information's below, languagesoflights@gmail.com. If there's anything I can do to help you guys, you know, together, let me know. And I'm happy to open up these portals with you together, one-on-one, to really open the flower that you are. So that you can set these seeds for yourself of realization and abundance and self-knowing. And most importantly, though, we open up the portals to self-love. That is the most important cup of inspiration any of us could give or receive to or from another, is how do we open up this most raw and divine and pure. When I say raw, I mean pure, like pure honey, raw honey. How do we open up that raw, and I've got raw agave in my tea. How do we spill that loving honey in everything that we do? And how many more ways can collectively, how many ways we ask ourselves, can I open myself to my own higher love, that I may see more clearly what it is, the way I'm supposed to speak, because that's not the same for everyone. Everyone's voice comes out in a different way, in a different act, in a different decision, in a different movement. And once again, when we are faced with a decision, and I've got the calling a couple of times to use the pendulum today, so it's like 3 times now my guides have said, okay, let's do the pendulum today and have a little fun with that. Oh, okay, well, there's the card. It just flipped over. The healer, number 8. I am loving and compassionate and able to bring healing to others. She's got the sacred crystal in her hand, the beautiful mother bear, reaching in and knowing you carry the healing within you. You and each and every one of you that are watching this video are healers. You, each of you, carry the healing energy within you. You are ready. If you are here and you are listening to this message, you are watching, when you are activating these symbols within you and these sacred circuitry symbols, and that's another thing I do in my sessions with you, is create these symbols just for you and these language activations just for you. Each and every one of you is a healer. We are the teachers of the teachers, remember. We are the masters of the master class. We, you, and me are the masters of this next master's class. And it is time for you to step into your journey. It is time to you can't step out of your journey. That's not what I wanted to say. It is time to step into your own light of knowing. It is time to prepare yourself for the realization that it's time to transform into the healing gifts and abilities, to actually transform those gifts that you already hold, and igniting that courage within you to start using those abilities. It's time. So that is today's message, you guys. Thank you so much. I say you guys a lot in it. All of you. You beautiful, energetic beings of orbs of rainbow light. You bring me joy beyond measure. And the emissaries of the light collective wish now for all of you and the Council of 11. What is the burning question within you? What decision do you have on this second day of September, equaling 9 and 2 is 11, and 2018, 11, 11 gateway again? What decision do you have? What choices? You have an unlimited number of choices. And one thing I want to remind all of you is most of the time when we are faced with a decision, and we need to make a movement, and we are paralyzed, like we can't speak, right? When we're paralyzed with indecision, understand that most of the time we can only see 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. 11, 11. Sometimes we can only see 2 choices or 3 or maybe 4. But really, we can't see beyond that number of choices. We are not capable. It is not up to your mind, again, to figure out the who, the when, the how. Trust in the knowing. Walk through this portal today in the realization that you are going to transform into the knowing that at every moment you already have the courage and the ability to move into the decision and choice based upon your highest vibration. Sorry, my hair is bothering me. Your highest vibration. That you already know the answers within you. That you always have that portal of 1111 with you all the time, because you are a healer. You are a worker of light. You are, when we say, they say, the emissaries of the light collective are saying, when you say, I am a worker of light, it means that you are recognizing that you are a multidimensional light being that has come here to do that work, to open up the light in another being and assist them in their healing process, meaning raising their vibration to remember they exist in every and always will exist, that absolutely everything is here and now, that you can heal absolutely every timeline right now, that everything, absolutely everything that you put out vibrationally is what you see in your reality, moment by moment by moment. Absolutely everything. And that you absolutely recognize that everything is when you begin to see that you are a part of the one, and the one is the all, and the all are the one, you begin to vibrate differently, because you begin to treat your reality differently, because you begin to respond to your reality differently, because you begin to realize moment by moment in your realizations that these are messages from you, for you, from your higher self, your guides, your fractals, your multidimensionality that is sending and receiving information. You are also sending out the healing that they need, because they are also living a multidimensional life right here and now. And absolutely everything else in the universe changes except for those 4 laws. Everything. So, Council of 11 asks you now to simply take a deep breath. And just ask, in general, what information, what question do I have in this moment, yes, no, or otherwise, that we may answer for you? What question is burning inside of you, inside of your heart, that may prepare you for your next transformation? What color rose do you want to be every day? Because every day that changes. But yet it is the most sought after scent, the most divine of the rose world. It knows its own perfection. And yet each and every one of them is perfect in their own scent, in their own color, in how they bloom. Each rose experiences itself differently. How do you wish to experience yourself differently now? What choices are you facing? And how may we assist you in propelling you and moving, in creating movement to assist you in your transformation and decision process? And we invite in the most clear and pure of energy. And we ask now to this profound question for all those viewing in this here and this now, for everything is here and now, and everyone and everywhere and every existence is right now. In which direction does this answer require? Is it a yes? Is it a no? The answer is that you do not yet have enough information, that you have not yet taken the simplest step in sitting with your highest self and receiving the answer. And this is very clear. The energy is very, very strong in this respect right now, that there is more to be received. And if you so desire, we, the Council of 11, will greet you in your awake time, which is actually your sleep time, the time in which you are multidimensionally awake. We will join with you to assist you in receiving the information to give you the pure clarification that you are looking for. And we thank you today for being with us on this 11/11 Energy Day. Your heart always knows. And remember to buy yourself flowers, to be in the flowers, to see yourself as a flower, to see the sacred geometry in your flowers. And as this channel passes by the passion fruits that grow wild, she is reminded of the violet light and the passion that grows within her, and the fruits, the beautiful, precious fruits that are born from that passion. Feel that passion burning within you right now. Allowing you to speak and breathe. Your quietest truth. For remember the white feather of magic, that absolutely everything you create, everything you see in your creation, is a manifestation of a thought. Absolutely everything. Own it, love it, embrace your existence, and know that you already have the courage in every season of your moment and every moment of all the other moments of each and every fractal that you are connected to, which is a part of you, which is a part of every soul, which is a part of every soul of Source. And remember that you are supported and you are loved and you are guided always, in every realm, in every moment, in every time line. Remind all the other fractals now. Send that love out to each and every one of them and remind them you are here for them. And feel the boomerang of light, of love, right back to you, like smelling the scent of a rose. It envelops you in its magic. For all it does is exist in its own purity. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Behold your own beauty. And thank you for being with me in this way and this now, as we all intend and prepare for the joy in the journey, as we all express ourselves and realize our own courage, that we, each and every one of us, are healers. And we are the healers to the other healers. Miyaragashe, Miyaragashe, Derose, Mahala, Deke, Namaste.